Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andrea Carlucci, and I'm the Vice President in charge of product strategy and marketing at Toyota Motor Europe. This deep dive session is about future Toyota CSUV in Europe, a key segment for our electrification plans in the region. So I would like to start by recapping our strategic vision and ambitions in our journey towards carbon neutrality. For the next years, Toyota wants to consolidate its electrification leadership in Europe with a mix of minimum 10% for zero-emission vehicles and 80% for hybrid and plug-in hybrid by 2025. To sustain this leadership, we strongly believe in powertrain diversification, and we do want to fully leverage on our unique and vast offer. By 2030, the aim is to achieve minimum 50% of our sales in the EU, UK, and EFTA with zero-emissions vehicle. Within the same time frame, our commitment is that all European Toyota factories become carbon neutral, 5 years ahead of our global target. And by 2035, we'll be ready for the new era of 100% zero-emission cars, provided, of course, that adequate charging infrastructure will be in place. Finally, by 2040, we plan to achieve overall carbon neutrality in Europe, 10 years earlier than Toyota at global level. This is our strong commitment, and we are making a sustained effort to achieve it. Now, no doubt, every customer in Europe wants to give its contribution to emissions reduction. But if you are not able to offer different solutions, not everyone will be able to do it. While we are building our foundations for the future, we want to provide all customers with solutions that can match their specific needs, including, of course, reducing their carbon footprint. And we want to do it as of now. For this, we will continue to reinforce and fully leverage our strong and unique self-charging and plug-in hybrid lineup. But of course, we are putting maximum effort and focus in developing zero-emission vehicles by using any kind of available technology. In particular, as you have just heard in the plenary session, for battery electric vehicles, our plan is to have as many as 6 BZ models by 2026. Here, I would like to stress that it's not just an ambition, but a time-bound and detailed plan by model. Unfortunately, I cannot reveal more at this stage, but we will be updating you in the near future. With this lineup, we will be able to meet upcoming regulation, and more importantly, we will meet the real customer demand. Now, before we come to the experience part of our deep dive, let me bring you back for a moment to the European market to highlight the importance of CSUV, the segment where the two concepts will be present and will play. C segment has been historically the center of gravity of European market, and we believe it will be the same also in the future, representing at least 1/3 of total sales. But in more recent times, we have been seeing a rapid growth of SUV derivatives, which by now have surpassed the more traditional body types, and we expect to continue growing to account for more than 60% of total C-segment sales by 2025. As you know, to our already very strong compact cars lineup, covering all body types with the 3 Corolla models and CHR, we have just introduced the new Corolla Cross, so to reinforce our offer in SUV sector. But for the future, we want to further expand our SUV offer so to meet all customer needs while securing the acceleration on our carbon neutrality ambition. While we'll maintain our accessible and affordable hybrid, our plan is to expand the SUV offer with our state-of-the-art plug-in hybrid technology. And of course, with our battery electric, in line with the direction we have already taken for the SUV with the RAV4 and BZ4X. We all know how competitive C category is in Europe, how demanding European customers are. This is why the two concepts were conceived here in Europe by our Design Development Center of Nice in south of France. So, it's time to hand the floor over to Lance Cott, the design director and co-gerant at ED Square, who personally was involved in the design development of both concepts. Lance, the floor is yours. Thank you very much.
Thank you much, Andrea. Before we move on to the exciting new vehicles that we'll be presenting today, I would like to explain a couple of elements that have become part of the DNA of Toyota design. The first is our design language. We call it precision organic, and it's something that has evolved continually over the past few years. This has its origins in two seemingly opposing values, which when combined together create something new. Precision, expressing high technology, accuracy and crispness, whilst organic is expressing a more fluid, natural and human values to the surface. Today we'll be showing you the next step in precision organic, taking the high dynamic range contrast between fluidity and sharpness to the next level, where surfaces can express both a feeling of emotion and precision high-tech, combined to add a modern yet approachable human touch and atmosphere. The second important aspect of our DNA is the hammerhead identity. It's clear that in the future, the identity is relying less and less on conventional grille apertures as cooling requirements are reduced. Headlamps are becoming more slimmer than ever before. We need to express a strong future signature to retain our identity. By combining sensors and slim headlamps into a three-dimensional architecture, we have created a hammerhead-type form that is bold in expression of a new character and identity. It's important that each and every one of our vehicles remains true to its individual design concept. How we express this identity will evolve within each vehicle. We'll be revealing two executions here today. In Europe, the CHR is very close to our hearts. At ED Square, we not only played a part in the overall vehicle concept, but also the two concept show cars. With the original CHR, we have created a new genre within the C segment. For the prologue, our challenge consisted of digging deep and exploring where we could take this direction in the future. Our answer was clear: to be even more provocative and bold. But at the same time, we also wanted to add some sophistication to push the genre to a new level. Part of the CHR DNA is its great stance. This was something we needed and wanted to continue, so we came up with the cool key phrase, the condensed stance monster. This may sound kind of strange, but for us it really explains what the car is all about. The wheels are pushed out from every angle, making the car sportier and more planted onto the road. The original CHR architecture had a strong overall diamond theme, which was bold and unique. We thought it would be cool to embed this in the CHR prologue, but with literally a fun twist, to create the cross-diamond architecture. I always think that good design is based on a good understanding of our potential users. In addition to taking the car in a sportier direction, with a profile that really leaps forward even when standing still, we also work to increase the overall roominess. The surfacing is pure precision organic. Precise, crisp lines seamlessly transform into rich organic surfaces. The surfaces evolve constantly. From every angle as you walk around the car, they add interest, pushing the surface language to the next level. At the front, we have the hammerhead motif that's completely unique. Thanks to the integration of the slim, high-tech lamps, the bold, aggressive plan view that really pierces the air, framed by the DRL, we have created a strong and easily recognizable appearance, even from a distance. You may have already noticed that the big bitone execution on the CHR prologue. We created bitone on the original CHR. In this instance, we wanted to take bitone to the next level, fully integrating it into the shape and overall architecture. In addition, the tritone element on the roof really allowed us to create something special for this prologue concept. So here you have it, the CHR prologue. I hope you're as excited about it as we are.
Hi, I'm Ken BS, Exterior Assistant Chief Designer at ED Square. The BZ concept was designed from the ground up by our global team as a full battery electric vehicle. This BEV concept stands out because of its clean, viral design approach. The design aims to express what we love about BEVs. zero emission, low impact, sustainable material, next generation user-focused technology. At the same time, it highlights that they are fun to drive, delivering accelerating performance and style. The futuristic aerodynamic shape of the BZ compact SUV, meanwhile looking dramatic and pushes the wheel to the corner for aggressive stance. The short overhangs and the sweep back angle makes it stand out in a crowd. Sharp line flow into rich surfaces, conveying motion while standing still. At the front, a forward-pressing interpretation of our hammerhead design clearly expresses its driving dynamics. The crisp aero corner at the rear and the sleek cabin give this concept an agile appearance and a low coefficient of drag. Looking at the details, the design team utilized a digitalized lighting expression on the front and the rear. They also framed the window graphic to highlight its advanced technology. The clean, vital approach continues in the interior with a user-centric design. A minimal, clean yet bold structure places emphasis on the driving experience and next-generation UX technology. An in-car personal assistant called UE connects the driver and the passenger with the vehicle. Audio and visual lighting cues are used to indicate a variety of situations, always ready to respond with equal treatment given to the front and the rear seat passenger alike. As you heard during the plenary, our company goal to become carbon neutral by 2040, and this is not only about zero-emission vehicles and powertrains. The interior design team focused on creating sustainable and beautiful materials and surfaces, like seats, carpet, and instrument panel trim made from plant-based and recycled materials.